Come on in. Let's go. Right, up. Off you go. Good morning, everyone. It is time. It's that time. The sun is out. The sky is blue. It's 6:36. Welcome. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Flossie's off. She's hyper this morning. Let me put this little stone here. Good expensive gate opener. Welcome. Lots of you jumping on already. It's Tuesday and we're raring to go. The barley fields are looking, I would say, spectacular, if I'm allowed to say that. Let's just nip in here. Where she went. Is she in the barley? Wait a minute. Hold on tight. We're going to go faster. Heavy dew this morning. You can see it glistening on the grass. There she is. She's just headed off over the bridge. I wasn't really intending to come down this morning, but she's desperate for a run out. Excuse me. Here we are in the middle field. Look at the growth here. This is the field that we reseeded, that we mowed last week and peeled up. I don't think we've been on since we did it. We got 24 bales off it. Remember I said we'd be doing well if we got 20 bales off it. But now you can maybe see, well, let me just stop here and have a wee second in the quiet. Now you can maybe see the reasoning why we cut it when there wasn't an awful lot on it. Because the weeds were getting away and the grass wasn't. But look at the amount of growth in the grass now. Hopefully, I would imagine, we aren't going to need to spray it now. We're not going to need to use any nasty chemicals to kill off the weeds, because the grass has got away so quickly now. It's had a clean start, knock the weeds back, and the grass will get up so thick and fast the weeds aren't going to have a chance. So we've done good here. What have you found in here, Missy? There's a bit of grass that they've missed. I'll just give that a wee kick about. Kick it into the side there, because that'll just lie like a big carpet. Hey, what are you saying? And the intention was, last week, we were going to put the sheep down here after they were clipped. Hey! But look at the grass on here. This is the right-hand long field. Now it has, it's doing a Lando Norris. It's got its foot to the floor and is going like gangbusters. Look at the growth on here. It's amazing. It's way too much for the sheep now, so we can't put the sheep down here. Not until, because the amount of growth, they've just wasted it. We're going to have to leave it and mow it in another few weeks. Anyway, enough of the dribble, Pete. Let me see who's on. Good morning, everybody. I've lost Facebook comments. Please let them. They're back. Cindy is saying hi. Eloise is watching. Sheena is on from South Ayrshire. Good morning to Sheena. Joyce Bentley is watching. Good morning, Joyce. And Susan LaFontaine. A beautiful name. Beautiful field of grass. It is, Susan. Indeed, they're on Facebook and on YouTube. Evelyn says 12:36 here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, in Canada. Temperature's 12 degrees. Bedtime after I watched the 6:36 Club. Thank you for staying up for us, Evelyn. Look at her having a munch of grass there. Rosalind's on from a cold Sydney. Midwinter for Rosalind Hack over in Sydney, Australia. Thank you, Rosalind. Hope you've had a good day. Your day's coming to a close. Ours is just starting. And Graham is saying this morning, good morning, Farm Pete. Caught up on your videos from the sheep shearing for the weekend. Thoroughly enjoyed them. From a sunny Pontypool in South Wales. Thank you, Graham. It's lovely to have you with us. And Katrina says, good morning, Pete, from a sunny Hampshire. Let us know. 6:36 rules are in order. Let me know where you are. Listen. Apart from Flossie shaking herself, it's quiet, isn't it? A few birds. Could just maybe stay down here for the day to ease the stress. Maybe we should do that as a Dulscony thing. If you come to visit, we could just bring, I don't know how many deck chairs, or sit out chairs down here, plonk them in the middle of the field. If you come to visit, we'll bring you down the mule and just leave you here for. Depends how hot it is. We don't want you to cook. Yeah, we could. If it's cold, you could put a coat on. If it's raining, you could bring an umbrella. If it's too sunny, you could bring an umbrella. But just sit and listen. Yeah, that would be one of our new activities. Anyway, Atricious Toys picnic. Yeah, Raven says, what an idea. We could come have a picnic down here. Now the ideas are flowing. I love it. Keep them coming. Yeah, 6:36 rules apply. Don't let me where you let me know where you are, and very importantly, what your weather's like. And I'll let you know what our weather's like. It's like this. What temperature is it right now? Let me see. Hang on a second. I forgot to look before we came on. I will tell you just now for a public service announcement. Right now it's 10 degrees. It's not the warmest, I will admit. We're just in the double digits, actually. But a high today of 19 later on this afternoon. Dry, bright, sunny. We have 0. Check that out there, Facebook and YouTube. What can't speak, cannot lie. Hang on, let me focus. It's not focusing on YouTube, but maybe hope you can see that. 0% chance of rain, and indeed all week it's going to be dry, bright and sunny. And as the week goes on, it's just getting warmer and warmer, and in fact up to a high on Saturday. I think they're talking about 27 degrees for Saturday. So if you're coming at the weekend, bring your sunscreen, and get it lashed on. Ewan, who works outside, who runs the park and looks after all the boys, here she goes. It's her morning roll time. I don't think there's any fox poo in there. I think she's just rolling in there for the sake of it. Ewan's a fair-headed one, ginger. And if it's sunny, in fact, even if it's 10 degrees and it's sunny, he's in lathering on sun cream. He's obviously if it's warm, like every hour. And he's walking about and he's white. He's that much sunscreen on his skin. But you can never be too careful, can you? And Carol says, good evening, 20 degrees and sunny here in Calgary at the Calgary Stampede. Cool! The Calgary Stampede, world-renowned event. I've certainly heard of it. Let us know what goes on. Is it like a huge Highland show with a rodeo at it? Is that the type of thing? Cattle show and... yeah, let me know a bit more about it, Carol, if you could. Margaret says 14 degrees, possible showers. This is what we want. Thank you, Margaret Whiting from Victoria in Australia. 14 degrees, possible showers, and it's 20 to 4 in the afternoon here in Geelong, Victoria, Australia. Thank you, Margaret. Very accurate description. Thank you so much. Judy says, do you need to check I can't speak. Do you need to check floss for ticks? That's not easy to say. Try saying that 10 times. Do you need to check floss for ticks? She had a tick on her cheek a few weeks ago, We took her to the vet, and the collie, I don't know if it's all dogs, but certainly she did. She got a jag, and she can still get ticks. The ticks will still bite her, but because of this jag, they won't affect her. So it means every time she does get one, she doesn't need to go to the vet. So I think it's quite a common thing certainly in working dogs. I didn't know about this, but Kyle told us this. So and 7 degrees, Sue, whoa, 7 degrees cold in Christchurch, New Zealand. Again, midwinter, Sue. Wow. Are your days, I take it you've got short daylight hours at the minute, like we would have in January. Weird, isn't it? And Lara says she's not going far from you today. No, she's not. She's been kind of hyper this morning, and she was desperate to get out for a run. So that's one that's good to get her out for a run, and it's good to get down here. We haven't been down since this time last week. It seems ages. And apologies for not getting on Friday morning, but sometimes things just don't fall into place. Anne-Marie says they fall off if you, I'm talking about ticks here, I take it, they fall off if you put butter or vodka on them. Do they? Does anybody else know about this? Wow, that's a new, I haven't heard of that one before, but we will certainly take that one on board. Thanks for letting us know that. And Susan says, hot from Birmingham, Alabama. It's mid-90s during the day and humid. And Sharon, Sugar Boss, who's right in the middle of Australia, in Alice Springs, a sunny winter's day in Alice Springs, she says, 26 degrees. How can that be? Midwinter, 26 degrees. Wow. Unbelievable. Lisa says, my Cavalier bought one back from a tick I take it we're talking about. A tick I take it. It's all tongue twisters this morning. One back when we were on holiday. She had a tick tool, never put anything on it to a tick to kill it. Right. I know there's a wee thing you can get. We've got one sitting in the office actually. It's like a tiny horseshoe thing with a little split in it so you can get the tick out. And good morning, says Joan. I'm giving you your weather from around the world and what's happening. From a dry, bright Airdrie, North Lanarkshire. She was with us on Saturday for the sheep shearing. Had a great day. Cammy, Lizzie and Steve did a great job. They did, didn't they? It was a wonderful day. Penny says, or you could put the butter and tick on the tick and drink the vodka yourself, and you won't care about the dang tick. Well, I suppose that's the thing, but maybe we shouldn't get into that. Yeah, she's not going far. She's not heading off far this morning. She's heard something. She's just having a little minute to have a little run about. Our devotions this morning, and I've seen somebody mentioning this in the comments just now. Just before we back up and see Zebedee and Bug, etc. And why we've got a little minute's peace for a little reflection. Excuse me. Everybody's seen in the news the tragic events that have happened in central Texas over the past week or so with the floods and with the summer camp. And it's almost too painful to talk about. We've seen it on our news over here, and of course we've seen it in social media. And it hasn't been discussed a lot, I think, because it's just so hard to actually address and to speak about and to imagine what everybody's going through. And our hearts and our prayers, our hearts are certainly breaking for you all and for the families affected and for the whole team and community as they face the days ahead and as they try to deal with it and continue to look for survivors. It's just almost too hard to comprehend. I had different devotions ready this morning. For the fact, probably I didn't want to speak about it. I think it wouldn't be right, especially in these days when social media makes the world such a smaller place. And for anybody in that area or those who've been affected, just know we're praying and thinking so much about you. It's just awful. Words almost fail me. And as we look to the Lord for inspiration and it's not for us to question or to try and understand, but 2 verses this morning, or 2 different readings, that hopefully will bring some comfort and healing to what's happened. For Isaiah 55, 8-9. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. And from John 11, verse 35, probably one of the most famous verses in the Bible, and certainly the shortest verse, and it just simply says, Jesus wept. And I'm sure he's weeping, and his heart's full of pain, as ours are for all those affected. We just can't imagine. I'm not even going to try and put it into words, but just to let everybody know that although we're so far away, that we're thinking and hurting for yous all affected, and pray that you'll find comfort and healing in the days to come. I can't say any more, but God bless each and every one of you, and the Lord will bless the reading of his word this morning. Amen. Right, let's see where this girl is. She's behind us. Everybody jump in the mule and let's take a little trip back up to the farmyard, and hopefully Flossie will go straight up and behave herself, and we'll feed Bug. No, we'll not. We'll feed Zebedee, we'll see Bug, and we'll see what's happening with the rest of the animals at the top of the hill, and we'll have a little discussion about how Saturday's events went. Hold on tight, and we'll give you a little bit of music as we go. Rise and shine. It's farming time, and welcome to the 636 Club, everybody.
60!
It is indeed. Welcome everybody, and if you've just joined us, let me know in the comments where you've been. What's the excuse? You're very late this beautiful Tuesday morning. Let's just close these gates. Now those of you with a sharp eye would have noticed on the way up, I'm sure I've seen a sheep in the field with the herdies that it's not been clipped. Did anybody else spot that? She's a black sheep, and a black face. What's going on there? What's happened? How did we miss that one? Anyway, so shearing. Oh no, where's Flossinator went? Shearing is not yet over, apparently. We'll need to get a hold of that one. Something's went terribly wrong. Let's see where this dog is. We'll just walk up here to the river field. Has anybody seen where she's went? Let me see. That's a big long shadow this morning, isn't it? The sheep are all calm, so she's not... Oh, she hasn't went to the ducks. There's your view down the river field. Sheep nice and relaxed, look. These ones here sheltering from the sun already. Although it's not warm. It's not hot yet, but they're just having a little chill. A little morning chill, right. Flossinator. She took off after a rabbit, actually. I seen when we were heading up here. Maybe she just went on up. Now my guess, she'll either be at the ducks or she'll be in her kennel. You put your guesses in the comments. She's certainly not anywhere here. She will be coming when she hears the mule. We'll pass the graveyard on the right hand side. Nice and tidy actually. Oh, here she is. Let's see, does she run up to the kennel? Bet she does. There's the Shetlands. Here she goes. Good girl. On a nice wee bit of concrete. Got another piece of concrete done on Friday, actually. Oh! Who's a tired girl? Right, come on, here, come on. In you go. Good girl. Look at that. Good girl. Sit. Yeah. 10 out of 10. Good girl. Now you say that, you get your breakfast when we come down, okay? You say bye-bye to everybody. Come on. Say bye-bye to everybody. She's exhausted and soaking. Oh, good girl. Yeah. You know, we did this piece here the week before last. We've got the other piece done next to it. We've moved this container back a bit, and we've got a huge area here, nice clean flat area to work with, because in that shed, this is where our biomass boiler is that heats everything, all our hot water and heating, etc. And biomass burns wood chip, so it's a renewable heat source. That's the hopper for the wood chips there. But when we get it delivered, or when it comes, whether it's our own or whether we get it delivered, we'll have to tip it up and then scoop it up with the JCB and put it into there. So in the past, we've not really had anywhere to tip it. We used to have to kind of take it out of the trailer when it came with the front bucket of the JCB. Anyway, it was a bit of a faff, but now we've got somewhere to tip it and a wall to push it against so we can scoop it up. There. I know it sounds trivial and boring, but to us, this is a major thing. And also, he's done it again. Just 2 seconds. He's done it again. This is a Farmer Joe. This is Farmer Joe's new digger. Yes. One wasn't enough. The other one was too small, right? Hey Ross, we've still got the other one. This is a bigger one that we've seen. And yeah, he somehow talked us into it. It arrived on Friday. It's not brand new. It's new to us. But I wish we had bought it like in November last year, because we had I think I very much like that hired all winter to help us with all the renovations, so I had to pay the hire on it. If we'd bought it then, we wouldn't have to pay the hire and we'd still have the dig. Anyway, you know where I'm coming from. So yes, Farmer Joe strikes again. Look at those for a bunch of majestic. Is it a bunch? It's not a flock or a herd. What is it with some ducks? Let us know. Bunch, herd, flock. None of those sound right. Look at them. Aren't they very majestic and beautiful? And seem to get bigger every day. Is it a flock of ducks? No, it's not. Val says, so where's the new shed going? What? Val, what have you heard? What have you heard? What's Farmer Ben been saying? What new shed? Let me know. What's... Judy says concrete is vertically expensive in Washington. It's £250, $250 a yard. Well, that is expensive. It's expensive here too, but I don't think it's as expensive as that. Let me see. You're talking $250 a yard. How much will it be here? I would say it'll be £100 a metre. So that's a metre is kind of equivalent to a yard's 3'3", isn't it? And a metre is about 3 feet. So yeah, we're a lot more cost effective here. Thanks for letting us know, Judy. That is expensive. Flock is correct, says Susan. A flock of ducks. Or Aileen says a flock or raft of ducks. A raft of ducks. Haven't heard of that one before. A flock of waddling ducks. Thank you, Marie. There you are. Every day's a school day on the 636 Club. Right, I'm going to open this door purely because I don't want the signal to disappear. We're going in to make some milk up. Yes, I know it's July. Let's see. There's a lot of dust coming across. Kyle's bedding up and there's a lot of dust coming across here. Next thing I'll be coughing and spluttering. Can you believe it's July and we're still making up milk? But anyway. I've got it made. Oh! Hang on. Can we address this here? Old Chippy. What a reaction, or what trouble I got into on Saturday. All right, because Farmer Ben is not a 636 Club watcher. All right, and this lovely lady here, Cynthia Lavelle. Whoa, the thing's collapsing. Hang on a second. Don't drop the mug, Pete. After all this. And if you were watching on Saturday, when I really must get a new tripod. This one's, oh no, the legs went all, oh no, it's completely broke. It's went all floppy. I think it'll maybe stand there. Let's see. Did anybody spot Ben, if you were watching Saturday, when Cammy pulled the winning ticket from the... I thought we would do it authentically, because up to... Who's put those in there? We've got some milk teats in here for some reason. How would they... Nobody else works with milk teats. This is the jug. I thought we'd keep it authentic and draw them out from a milk jug, all right? Because up to that point, they're in a Lego bag. Now, these are all of your entries here. Okay, these are all the people that did enter. We had Carol Whitton. We had Lindsay McWilliams. we had Janet James, we had Morag Logue, Linda Bolden, Annette Hughes. Hey Annette, there's your name. Unfortunately, all these are not winners. But look, Annette, your name was in the hat. Look, all these here that could have won, but it wasn't. There was only one winner. It was Cynthia Lavelle from old Chippy. I even washed it. Now, Farmer Ben's reaction was priceless, or maybe not priceless, depends what way you want to look at it, from what side of the camera you were on. But he had no idea this was happening. Has he been living under a rock for a long time? Maybe. But Cynthia, I have not contacted you yet. Let me see if our Facebook comments are, I keep needing to refresh them. Cynthia, are you on here this morning? Let us know if you are, please. Because you're the winner of Old Chippy. Here she is. Now, Farmer Fee was the only one that kind of backed me up. She, when Ben did a kind of private family rant on Sunday, all right? This isn't his reaction when he was on, okay? This was on Sunday, all right, when we were discussing it. Farmer Fee was my my backup. Thank you, Fee. She said, Ben, you don't get it. He said, you gave away a chip mug. Yes, we did. We did. And look, now this, Dalsconis, there's only one of these in the world. Because anybody else know where there's a mug? It's got Cammie's signature on it. There's Cammie. We've got Lizzie's signature on it there. Look at that. And Ben, I don't know if he wanted to or not, but he certainly joined in. We've got Ben's signature on it there. You've got my signature there, right there, because it's on them all. But I will do another wee ditty on it. So there it is. So Cynthia, I haven't, because there's been so much on. Jennifer says, Farmer Pete, there's no Facebook, only YouTube. It's Facebook. I think we have got Facebook. I think we're all right. Susan says, oops, meant to say Farmer Pete. And Ben's face was so funny when you drew the winner of Chippy. See, he needs to be in it to win it. He needs to embrace that this. I'm going out. I'm still on for it. I think it's a beautiful thing. And thanks for Lizzie and Cammie for signing it. Look, Ben's face was classic. We'll maybe need to. Christoph's away on his holidays, but when he comes back, we'll maybe need to get him to clip that bit on that video when he found out what we were giving away. But this is it. Cynthia, we'll get world famous Julianne to look Cynthia up today. I don't see any comments here saying Cynthia is on. I'm certainly looking. But yeah, I mean, our budget holds no bounds here at Dulscoan. Yeah. Anyway, Chippy, we're not using Chippy today to weigh up the milk because I washed it, looks all clean. Although we have got a piece of fluff in it there. So, there we are. I thought it was fun. It's, you know, that's what we've used all year. Anyway, am I slightly odd? Are you with me here? Are you on board with me and Farmer Fee? He said, of all the things you could give away, you could have given away a hoodie or a supporter's hat or a t-shirt. But oh no, a chip mug. It's a 636 thing, isn't it? What would life be without any fun? Or Farmer Ben reaction? We really must. I did actually notice when he found out what it was. It was worth the rant. So have I officially, I think I hit the age a wee while ago where Now I know my children do love and respect us, but I've hit that age where we annoy them. You know? In a good way. In a good way. In a good way, you know. What was it they said in the devotions a few weeks ago? Do not it was parents do not flabbergast. No, what was the verse you used? Do not flabbergast your children, or something like that. Right, come on in. Come on, Bug. Come on. Now, Bug was out seeing everybody yesterday at 3 o'clock, and he makes some crazy noises. Does Bug? Come on. Right. Come on, Zibby. Here we are. Right. Now, here. There we are. There's a boy. Bug's off for a wee. Yeah, I let him out one day before, I think I told you, and he didn't like it at all, but he certainly enjoyed. He's away chewing a piece of plastic. He's a rascal. Right. Let's take a minute. Let Zebby enjoy this. Vaughn says, good morning. Good morning to you, Vaughn. Thanks for joining us. I need to refresh the Facebook comments again. They go every so often, and then I have to. Where are you went? Here, Bug. Where he went? He's way behind me. Artemis says, Bug shy, needs to build up his confidence. Well, he certainly had plenty of confidence yesterday. He enjoyed his little 3 o'clock meet and greet. Grenna Muriel Weber says, good morning, Farmer Pete. Sorry I'm very late this morning. Is it Grenna? I think it is Grenna. Good morning. Well, okay. You came in with a nice attitude, Grenna. We'll let you off. No naughty step for you. And Marty says, hubby and I celebrated 53 years of marriage on the 30th of June. Well, congratulations. 53 years. Holy moly, that's a long time. Well done. And lots of congratulations coming in for Cynthia for winning the mug. Terry says, it was great. Ben's just became too serious. Yeah, we need to remember we're not. It's went down the wrong way, Bug. You're drinking too quick. I'll rub your back. Come on, cough it up. Cough it up, man. Cough it up. Kathy says Cynthia is on now, Pete. She's on Facebook. Cynthia, are you on here? Let me know. Let me have a wee look through here. The chippy winner, Cynthia, where are you? Let me see. Cynthia Lavelle. Put another comment on. Let me see. I'll need to refresh them again. Winner of Old Chippy. Facebook's not. Let me. Let's see. Right, the comments are flowing now. Cynthia, if you're on, give us a little comment. And Josephine says, good morning, Farmer Pete from Letterkenny, County Donegal. Good morning, Josephine. Nice to have you here. Denise is on. From the comments, I've only two hands here, and the comments go, oh, Bug's got a bucket on his head now. Denise on from St. Augustine in Florida. Good morning, Denise, who reposts our devotions every morning. Thank you, Denise. Lovely to see you there on. I'm still, there we are. There we are. That's it. All done. Good boy. Right, that'll let me see. Right, Bug, come here. Come here. How did you do this? There we are. Now, do you hear that cry behind me? C. Marie Klein says, does anybody know if Kingpin is still on the farm? Unfortunately, he is. Yes. Any of the useless ones are always still here. Where's Cynthia here? Denise says, I figured out if our children can embarrass us when they're young, it's only fair to do the same to them now. Now that they're adults, multitude of crazy stories that we have to, I know. Do you know when we start telling the stories about our kids when they're young, does anybody else get the eye roll from them? Or is it just us? Cynthia, if you are on, well done. Thank you for entering the competition, and well done for winning it. I can't see your comment, but Lorna says, I would have had old Chippy in pride of place. Well, hopefully we can get to wherever Cynthia lives. I don't know what part of the world it is, because as I say, we haven't looked up the email yet, but world famous Julie, we'll do that today, and we'll be in touch. Now, the comments are being a little bit of a pain here, not wanting to refresh. Anyway, never mind. A little bit of fun. Artemis says that has Biscuit done that all night. Yes, that's what I was going to say. Biscuit has came back in here. Hey, bird. Hey, Miracle. We'll go and get them some cake. We'll get them some cake, because and that's the way he cries or she cries all the time. They brought her in at the weekend to get sheared, obviously, and kept her in, which I think is the height of stupidity. I'm just saying, because that's all she does all day and night, especially when you're here. Just yells like that. I think that was the reason why we jolly well stuck her back out in the field, because she just makes so much noise and it grates to your bugs, and got his head in the... Come on here. Oi, bug. Come on. Bug. Come on. Let's go. You rascal. Come on. What time is it? 7:20. I didn't even thought about it. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Out you go. Come on. Let's go. Come on then. You. Come on. Let's go, Mr. Blister. Come on then. Let's go. Come on, Zeb. And we're going to have a wee look at the 4 hours as well. Come in here. Get some cake in here. Birdie. Come on. Here you are. There we go. Birdie Miracle. There you go. Oh no, Biscuit. Right, maybe that'll keep you quiet. And there we go. And anyway, Fiona's not happy that he's in here at all. She's been giving him a little bit of a hard time. But some cake will keep him quiet. Right, come on. Come on, bug. In you go. That's a boy. On you go. There we are. And we don't want to go in. He just wants to come follow me about. Let me shut this. We've got a little bit of silence from Bug. And now Kyle's started with the handler. And the strawberry. Making a lot of noise. Kingpin's just next door in there. He's fine. Bird and Miracle are fine. Bug and Zebedee, extra fine, as you've just seen. And Raisin has been reunited in the 4 hours pen. For anybody who's been really concerned about him, lots of you have been. I'm not going in there because it's too dusty and it's too noisy. We'll just take a wee quick walk around here. Have a look, see how Raisin is this morning. Here's our friendly little raven rook crow thing. It's not crow, is it? Raven or rook. Evelyn says Kingpin's in the paddock with ducks. Now, they were... not this morning. The golden Guernseys go out and in during the day. Was he out there? Oh, Abby's been confined to barracks. Look at this here. Poor Abby, because she keeps jumping out. She's a rascal. Every 2 minutes, she's out and heads off and leaves her baby. Here we are. Right, Raisin. Ben put a little video on last night, and you were all a wee bit, still wondering how he was getting on. he still looked. A lot of folk were reckoned he's still a little bit bloated. We have closed him off from the public now. He'll get out at 3 o'clock to see everybody, but just in case he gets too much cake. But he still is in where he was at the top of the hill, back in with Rory Reggie, Ronnie, and of course, here he is himself. And he has to get, or they're all getting, their cake now has to be moistened, watered down, so it keeps them regular. But yes, looking a lot better. He has been on liquid paraffin, which is a medical thing. I see the bottle up there, just to keep things moving. So yes, all good with reason. And we're just, as I say, their food's getting moistened now, so it doesn't eating a lot of dry food, probably not the best for you. I don't know. It's an animal thing, but obviously it hasn't done him any good. I think he just maybe overdosed, too much is what. I'm just seeing who's swinging on the swing. Oversubscribed a wee bit on the cake, didn't you, Raisin? Yes, you did. You're not getting any more. No. We'll see you all at 3 o'clock. Be up here. So I think everybody else is fine and dandy. Scary. Where is she? Scary? Where is she? Well, here she comes. Come on then. Come see us. Come on. I have no cake. I brought no cake. Here's Marvel. Here. There we are. You know what? Should have got Cammy to clip Marvel again. I know Kyle. He's a girl. Oh. Kyle clipped her in the spring, but she could have. Yeah. We'll have to do it ourselves again. But there's just so much going on Saturday. The shearing day, we discussed this in the drive home yesterday. Did everybody enjoy it? And we got a resounding yes. It was such a cool day. Hey Wonks, how you doing, darling? It was because we only had we did tell Cammy there was 40 to do, but I think did somebody say when they counted there was like 68 the time we had finished with everything. And we could, in fact, there's some foot clippers in there. You know, these rascals have got a hold of. They've pulled them over here themselves off that trolley. Look at that. Just lifted those, pulled them over. There's a metal pin in there. It shouldn't be there. All right. We'll just push them away a bit because they're just up to no good. Anything else here that shouldn't be? What's occurring here? What's happening here? Am I seeing something? Is this a thing? Do we know about this? Here, this. Hey, Wonky. Yeah, it looks like kidding might not be over yet. What are you saying, darling? I have no cake here. I have no cake for a girl. There you are. Yeah, I'm sure that looks like a bag to me. Huh? She's into her pal. Hey, what's going on? Aye, so there's one to watch. Do we know about this? Does Ben know about this? Let me feel that bag. And why that would be a thing? Ben's questioned it for a while. Maybe that's just the way her bag is. I mean, it's not tight, so it doesn't look like she's going to go like any time. Anybody seen some? Look at the red. Has Kyle been up to his artistic flair with a red beard here on Sannon number 2 here? Eh? Think of this. Where did you get the red beard, darling? It suits you. Yeah, so that's one to watch. Anyway, that's. Judy says it's time for coffee. I think so. I think so. And I'll need to. It's 7:25. Thanks everybody for. Cynthia said on Facebook that she is in Wales. Thank you, Kim. Thank you so much for letting us know that. Well done, Cynthia. We'll be in touch today via email. Julie will look up. My phone, my own personal phone, is in my top pocket, and that's the noise you can hear because Wonky keeps knocking it with her foot. Yeah, you're going to break the phone, darling. It's all right. It's all right. Right, we'll have to say goodbye to everybody. So, big thanks to everybody for joining us this morning. Let me turn Facebook round. Hang on, Wonky. Here we are. There she goes. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed it. Well done, Cynthia, again. We'll get in touch today. I hope you've all enjoyed all that's been going on over the weekend. And thanks to everybody who came on Saturday, especially Lizzie and Cami and the boys. I think everybody had a ball. Cami, in fact, posted last night. He's down at the Great Yorkshire Show now. And I did say on Saturday how busy they are. So they had to spend all day here on Saturday, and he was getting organised for the Great Yorkshire Show, which starts, is it today? Today, tomorrow and Thursday for the Great Yorkshire Show. But yeah, and what a wonderful week we're going to have for that. It's going to be a scorcher. Or they're going to have for that. We're not going. But that takes place down in Harrogate in North Yorkshire. We've got Rosemary over saying hello to us. So, yeah, right. Okay. Enough. Say bye-bye to everybody. Well, God willing, we'll see you all on Friday. Have a wonderful day. We're getting engulfed by goats. So from Farmer Pete and Wonky and Rosemary and Trish's Toys, remember, if you're coming to see us this week, remember the lane closure outside the farm, which looks like it's going to be going on for at least another week. The road is not closed. The complete road is not closed as reported in a local newspaper yesterday. There's only one lane closed. You can still get in here and you still get into the garden centre up the road. It's just going to take a little bit extra time. Follow the diversions, enjoy the route in, and hopefully they'll have the gas leak which has caused the road closure outside the farm. Nothing to do with us. It's a gas main that's under the road and they had to dig it up because there's a smell of gas out there. That's what's happened. And they've run into a whole bunch of complications. It's causing, at busy times, it's causing a little bit of traffic chaos, but be patient, everybody. We'll get through it. It's just a bit frustrating for us. Better not start ranting at this time of the year when it's, school holidays. All of Scotland's off, and England and Wales are still in. Northern Ireland will be off at the minute as well. So yeah, great weather, and just allow an extra 10 or 15 minutes if you're coming to see us for your journey. And as I say, just follow the diversion signs and get through safely and as quickly as possible. Thank you for joining me. I shall go, and we may well see members and supporters on the drive home today. Yes, they've finally done it to push me down. Right. From us all, God bless. See you soon. Friday. Ta-da.